YouTube, FXG here with a Atlanta Motor Speedway lineup and NASCAR coming up here this Sunday. I'll have to end up, when I do NASCAR, it'll probably be every Friday night because I want to wait until qualifying. Anybody that does it before qualifying really just has no idea what they're doing, because you have to pick players. If you want to win something, you have to pick players starting from the back. So you need to know the qualifying. This is going to be one of the toughest tracks I hear this entire season. It starts 2 p.m. on Fox, not FS1, but Fox. Last week at the Daytona, this was my lineup that I had did in YouTube that I placed was the worst out of my 3 that I did. The one I posted on YouTube was only like 187 points. It couldn't cash even in single entries. This, I only entered 2 lineups in here. They both did cash at the minimum. I mean, it's better than nothing, but it wasn't very good. I mean, you just cannot predict them wrecks whatsoever, especially at the Daytona. Other tracks is completely different, other than maybe like Talladega or something like that. As you can see, Kyle Busch and Brad Keselowski and Jimmy Johnson all messed me up. My Brendan pick was pretty decent, and Michael Waltrip pick was pretty amazing. Really, he started in 30th and went all the way up to 8th. That's pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and get on with this week. My first pick is going to be all the way down at 6,700. Eric, I like him because he's going to be starting at 30th. He placed 15th here last year. He should be able to work his way up into the teens easily and get all them extra points for moving up. That's last year's. Here's some of the qualifying. My second pick is going to be, these aren't really in any particular order, just so people know, but it's going to be T.Y. Dillon at 6,100. He's going to be qualified. He qualified at 26th, placed 17th here last year. Let's look at practice a little bit. Oops. He practiced better than he qualified, so I expect him to do a little bit better. I'm not going too huge on practice again this week. It's usually about the third or fourth race when I look a little bit more at qualifying. But Matt Kenseth, I did notice stick out, and so did Casey Kane, because where they'll be starting. My third pick will be the number 1 salary. Jimmy Johnson won twice, two years in a row. He's starting in 18th, so I expect him to work his way up to the front. Whether he'll win is one of my picks to win, or just get top 3, and that's just going to be an incredible amount of points. My next pick is going to be at 8K, Casey Kane. He qualified at 29th. He's really far back there. It just seems like he should move up. He did not place too well here last year. He placed 23rd. But I just think, I think he'll probably finish in top 15. So that should get you enough points. My next pick at 9,500 is going to be Junior. He's starting at 12th. He finished 2nd here last year. He seems to like this race. But he did finish 2nd here last year after starting 16th. I like him quite a bit. I usually am not a big Junior person. Wait a second. He did not that's practice. I was about to say, I thought I got the qualifying wrong. I was looking at practice. Yeah, he did get to 12th in qualifying. I think he'll move up here, possibly even win it. I think him or Jimmy Johnson, or my next possible pick is Matt Kenseth. He's a bit cheap. He doesn't do phenomenal with this course, but he's a great racer. I think he will have a chance to win it as well. He qualified 16th. He did finish 19th here last year, but that's not too much of a concern. I really like this pick, these lineups. I really like the single entry contest this week. I'm just not a huge fan of the where you can enter in a buttload of lineups in the other tournaments for NASCAR, somewhat similar to UFC. It's just like when you have people that have a lot of money that they can do this with, and they could just get almost so many lineups to where it's pure luck. It's just, I don't really like to touch them. Maybe stick a lineup in there and have normal lineup just to see what happens, which I'll probably end up doing. But I just really like single entries for NASCAR and UFC. So that's going to be it this week. But if I had to choose one other player that I really, or racer that I really liked, it would probably be Brad, but he's just a little high. He's qualified, if I'm not mistaken, at 5th. Yeah, 5th. It's just like, if you expect him to win, then I would stick him in over Jimmy. Or same thing with Kevin Harvick. I would have been big on Kevin Harvick if he didn't get the pole. It's just that you either need him to win, and that's it. Like, even getting second place, it's not going to give you much points at all. Even if he gets first place, he's not going to give you much points unless he leads almost the entire race. So that's why I'm kind of off of him a little bit. I mean, if he was down here, Kyle Larson's price or something, I'd probably stick him over Junior, but he's not. So that's going to be it this week for NASCAR. I'm thinking about redoing my UFC video because the main event got canceled, and it changed my lineup completely. And then I'm actually liking Spitz a little bit more to beat Godbeer now, despite what I had said in my other video. So I may be doing a new UFC video. Look out for that. Hope you guys like this, and that's going to be it this week. Peace out.